Hello you guys, it's thehedphoneaddict.com and today I'm doing a review of Lavry Engineering DA11 digital to analog converter. As you can see, it also features an onboard headphone amplifier as well as a very unique crossfeed function. So I'm going to tell you more about that later, and I'm also going to show you how it operates and what kind of connectivity you get with this thing. So firstly, let me just say that Lavry Engineering is a professional audio company to the likes of Mytech, Violectric, Grace Design, Benchmark. So a lot of the pro audio manufacturers have been well received amongst the more audiophile community or consumer high demanding consumers. So these products like the Benchmark DAC1 and DAC2, the Lavry Engineering DA11, the Mytech Digital Stereo 192 DSD DAC, the Grace Design M903. A lot of these products are meant for pro audio, but a lot of high demanding consumers or music lovers or audiophiles, if you want, have had great success implementing these sorts of product into their systems, me included. So let me just talk about this. It's not entirely new. It has been on the market for quite a few years. So basically it supports 44.1, 48, 88.2 and 96. So no 192 and no DSD capabilities either. So if you're after something like that, this is probably not for you. You would want to look at something different like the Mytech Digital Stereo 192 DSD DAC. Going to put a link to my review of that unit in an annotation here. So back to the Lavry Engineering DA11. Firstly, I just want to show you the rear panel of the device, as it's okay to see what kind of connectivity you've got before we go into the operational aspect of this device. So I'm going to flip it around and have a look. Okay, so here is the rear view of the Lavry Engineering DA11. And as you can see, it has a pair of analog balanced XLR outputs as well as only digital inputs here. As you have noticed already, it does not feature single-ended RCA output connections, but no problems, because Lavry Engineering also includes a pair of XLR to RCA adapters, which are very high quality, solid metal, and they are very good, from Nutric actually, and Nutric is well renowned. So these are the Nutric adapters, and as you can see, very high quality. So not a problem if you want to run it in balanced or single-ended mode. Okay, so let's have a look at the digital inputs of the device. As you can see, they have an XLR or AES EBU digital input, balanced input. This is mostly used for professional applications, so most consumers don't have a need of that. However, you can use an adapter to use this, but the impedance will probably be a bit off in comparison to using the coaxial input, which features a standard RCA input. So as you can see, it also has an optical toslink digital input, and I like the fact that they've used a connection with a self-closing door, so you avoid accumulation of dust, as an accumulation of dust can make the connection poor and give you fallouts. Furthermore, the standard coaxial RCA input and also USB 1.0, so no asynchronous USB 2.0, and it doesn't require a driver for neither Windows nor Macintosh. So that's basically everything we have to say about the rear panel. So let's flip it around again and have a look at the unit in operation and talk a little bit about the features. Okay, so this is the front of the unit, and let's pop it on. There we go. Let's just have it power cycle. And there we have the initials in the display. The display basically shows you the volume and what kind of bitrate your source is when you have it playing. Furthermore, it has a very unique use of toggle switches, which basically works like this. And you can even, if you want to, turn the volume up faster or down faster. There you go. One thing about the volume control though. The volume control does not discriminate between the headphones output and the analog outputs at the rear. So you can't set the volumes individually for your headphones output and the XLR or RCA outputs at the rear. That's important because if you have a pair of very high sensitive headphones plugged into the headphone amplifier, as well as using this as a preamp for, say, some low efficiency speakers, and you have your headphones lying on the table and you're cranking up the volume because you want to listen to a little bit of loud music, then you can actually blow your headphones. So it's always important to unplug your headphones. Now, if you want to change the source of the device, you basically start off by just using this, and there you go, and you can move the LED indicator between the different inputs. So if you want to use the optical, you just go there and then you use set, and you see that it blinks, which indicates that it's set, and you flip the toggle switch up for exit, and there you go. So now you see the LED indicators, which are green. The reason is that this shows you how wide or narrow your soundstage imaging is. This is in fact the crossfeed function. So let me explain a little bit about the crossfeed function. Now, the crossfeed function serves the purpose of widening and narrowing down the image of your recording. So say for instance, back in the old days, it was very common to record and mix albums where you had, for instance, a piano playing over here, and you had a flute playing over here. So when you listen to old recordings, it sort of sounds like the piano is over here and only over here, and the flute is over here and only over here. There is no center of the soundstage. So basically what you can do here is you can actually move the piano in towards the middle by blending the left and right channel, because basically when you have a system and you hear something at the middle of the stage, that's basically a mono signal, but the left and right channel plays exactly the same frequencies, and the frequency appears to be coming from the center of the speakers, whereas if you only have the right channel playing, it's over here, and only left over here. Now with headphones, you have the problem that the music is perceived to coming from inside your head and not from the left and right channels. So this can actually help you by getting a much better image. One combination that I found this to work exceptionally well was when I used the Lavry Engineering DA11 as a digital to analog converter for the Bioelectric V200 headphone amplifier, as well as the Odyssey LCD2s. Odyssey LCD2s does not have a very good soundstage, but with the use of the crossfeed function, it improved substantially. So it's a very neat and useful feature actually. So basically it's not really much more to it actually. Just want to say about the headphones output. The headphones output is what I would say very good for day-to-day use. It's nothing special. If you get something like the Electric V200, you get much better. A dedicated head amp is in most cases much better. However, it does power headphones like the Sennheiser HD600 and 650s very well, so no problems at all with with headphones like those. It also works exceptionally well with low impedance headphones with high sensitivity. Just keep in mind to unplug them if you're using it as a preamp, as you might blow them if you're reckless. So basically it's very good for day-to-day use, but if you're after something very special, then you should probably go for a dedicated headphone amp. Now, how does it sound? The sound of the Lavry Engineering is very good, very, very good. It's set up to be neutral, and that's what it is. It's got the detailed retrieval, it's got the punchy bass, it's got the crisp highs, so it's very good and it does exactly what it aims to do. And that's kind of the thing. If you go for something neutral, neutral is what you'll get. So with this, with the Lavry Engineering DA11, you get neutral. With the Mytek Digital 192 DSD DAC, you also get neutral. With the Grace Design M903, you get neutral. With Benchmark DAC 1 and 2, you get neutral. So the differences between these devices are very minute. So when choosing a neutral digital to analog converter, my best advice at least is that you aim for the features of the device, what kind of features you'd like. For instance, if you want the crossfeed function, the DA11 is obviously a good choice. If you want to set the volume separately for the analog outputs at the rear and the headphones output, Mytek might be a better choice. Also, Mytek has the DSD capabilities, plays higher bit rates, etc. And it's basically more feature packed, has a newer DAC chip. So basically, you would want to think about the features of the device you're getting when going for neutral, as I've said about a million times now. But however, let me just say that it's absolutely phenomenal, and it even has a remote, so it supports Philips RC5 standard, and well, you can't really go wrong with this thing. So that has been my review of the Lavry Engineering DA11, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please post in the comment section below and let me know what you think. Okay guys, bye.